Okay, so I'm gonna record my level 100. I'm at 99%. I'm gonna do bridge here just to show the build. I probably have to have pretty low volume because of the explosions. The sound is pretty annoying, to be honest. But the clear is really good. Just doing a random breach. Been doing all kinds of different strats this league. It's been insanely profitable, whatever you do, really. But this has been um, the most fun, I would say. Like bridge is really fun. There's always shit happening, and when you're doing like a Mirage, um, a Mirage map, it's just massive amount of profits, honestly. So I'm gonna hit level 100, and then I can show the build a little bit and just talk. But you see what it is, really. And obviously, I'm playing Cyclone. Generally, what I'm doing is I'm rushing the boss. Oh, whatever. I missed the. Oh, okay. I already hit level 100. We can do this map then. Just I don't have to do the Mirage. Um, I can just show the map a little bit here. The FPS is tanking pretty badly when I'm doing these maps. But I'm really satisfied with the build. Um, uh, super satisfied. It's been probably one of the most fun leagues I've ever played, to be honest, because of all the new items, especially the new chase item, one of the items I have right now that I'm using. I'm not gonna pick that up right now. I'm just showing the build. But you see here, like I don't use Void Shockwave. It would probably be more AoE. I mean, it is probably more AoE if I use Void Shockwave. But because of the explosions, oh shit, I forgot to rush the boss. But because of the explosions, I don't feel like I really need the Void Shockwave that much. This is by no means like, you know, an insane like boss killer or the best map or whatever. But for my standard, I mean, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Like, just to get everything fit into place, and have it to work the way it does now, I'm really satisfied. Now the build sadly is pretty expensive because of the belt and the boots. Everything else I would say is fairly inexpensive, to be honest. But yeah, as I said, I haven't farmed optimally. I play as much as I can play. So this is by no means like a showcase of how much currency you can make, anything like that. I've made the absolute bulk of my currency on betrayal. So betrayal has just been a money printing machine for me. It's a little bit luck involved when you're doing betrayal. Okay, I mean, I don't. Where am I? I don't have that on. Jesus, my key bindings are fucked right now. But yeah, betrayal is just a little bit random. I'm not going into detail about the betrayal and all that shit, but there is definitely a lot of currency you can make. You can make like 120 div an hour on betrayal if you're really lucky, but sometimes you make zero almost. So it all depends. But anyway, this is the build. I'm super satisfied with this. Obviously using an acceleration belt, and then we're using just a blunderbore, not super buffed blunderbore. I think 85 to 90% blunderbore is like 200 div, maybe more. I think this is like 80 div for a 90, the goal. I'm not gonna pay that, no way. The most important aspect of the entire build to get acceleration to even function the way you want it, like you see the movement speed here, you have to cross over 150 base value. So anything above 150 is going to be additive to your movement speed. So I would say anything above 170 base value is what you want to aim for. Like that's why these boots are very, very expensive when you get up to like 180. Now I got really lucky with these pair of boots. I think these boots go for like 60, 70 divines. As I said, I've got lucky. I corrupted these myself. But yeah, just the boots themselves is like 14 divine. So it's very risky to corrupt these unless you have a lot of currency, of course. The build is nowhere near like super optimized or anything like that. I mean, just rando pair of gloves, getting some impale chance. I've been using this all uprising for pretty much since day one. I bought this very, very early and I haven't changed it. I really liked the determination. I might change now that I'm hit level 100. I might change to another amulet. The only reason I've been using it is because it gives me more survivability for some of the hits. But there's tons of items that are a lot better than this. So I just like it, and it's really cheap, and getting charisma or anything like decent on it is totally acceptable, for what this build is. So we're using the unseen hand for 3 rings, and we're using a mirrored ring here, manifold ring. Now, I bought this, I think, for 10 div, because most people want elemental damage because of Palsteron. Palsteron made a build guide for Void Forge, so most people want elemental damage. I'm pure physical, so I don't care about that. So there's tons of these like pretty good rings on trade right now. Sorry, my phone rang. On trade right now, and just buying these, like if you're playing pure physical, like 10 diff, this is crazy. So this solves my mana issue. I have channeling skills on -3 here because I kind of need it. I actually don't need that anymore. I thought I needed it. Okay, well, anyway, I might change that too. As I said before, I haven't optimized this build at all. I played a Mage Blood build before, and then I got a couple of lucky drops. So I sold my Mage Blood and I bought this and just threw it together. The main clear of the entire build is this staff. It's really hard to price this. I would say that like a decently rolled staff like this, because this is like 640, I think 630 PDPS, which is not super good. This is not like an insane staff, but what's insane on it is the exploding part. you explode the entire screen sometimes with this mod. You have high impale chance, you have high attack speed. I don't use the dexterity int because I'm using supreme ostentation, but um, if you weren't playing uh, this with this setup, um, obviously dexterity int is really strong. So it's just an overall insane staff for getting started. Now, obviously, getting a staff that's like 1,100 or 1,200 PDPS, obviously, that's what you want to aim for. But as a clear staff, there's nothing beating this, in my opinion, at the moment, because I don't have to use Void Shockwave. Uh, the boss damage is okay. I mean, obviously, doing all the normal bosses is super easy. We just slot this in, so this have concentrated effect. So I'm doing this. I think this is the reason why I have to. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm using minus mana cost, because the concentrated effect cost a little bit more mana. But when I'm mapping, I'm using an increased area effect because we want just one area effect. That's pretty much it. We get endurance charges from counterweight here, so we take all the endurance charges we can get. This helps survivability a lot. The life pool is pretty decent. I'm obviously using arrogance here with vitality and precision, so that some of my life is gone from that, but I think that's worth it. I really like vitality, honestly, as linked with arrogance. It helps quite a lot. Just some of the debuffs or whatever, you're having a little bit extra like regen, and since we're not using overleech, um, having extra regen is just it's just good. Then we have determination here because we have all. The rest here is Assassin's Mark. We don't use vulnerability on our ring. If we have vulnerability, we might use it, but it's pretty much just Frostblink with Mark on Hit, with Assassin's Mark and Life Tap. If you have money, you can buy an Assassin's Mark with Life Tap or a Frostblink with Life Tap, and then maybe I don't know what you would have here. Maybe Empower or something. I have no idea. Enhance maybe. Enhance would actually be pretty good here. So that's the next upgrade. I am using a steel skin with life tap. These are pretty expensive. I think I paid like 15 div for this. I mean, the prices fluctuate all the time, but generally, getting life tap on one of these items is highly recommended because it just frees up. I can use Blood Rage here instead. I'm gonna level this also. No point not having it leveled. So yeah, the overall cost is, I mean, it's not insanely high. I mean, my goal is not super, it's just a normal goal. The overall cost for all of this, it's hard to say. The boots in this is like 270 div. The staff is like 10 div. So I would say the rest of the gear, because of the boots and the belt, is around 300 div. But if you can get these two items, the rest of the gear is not that expensive. Anyway, so Overlord here, we get some preservation efficiency here. Just getting AoEs really good. I have Titanic Swing here. I have one more Titanic Swing here. I always use Towering Threat. We have reduced mana cost. The Watcher size is not good, but I haven't got around to buy another one. I might change this. The reason I've been using this is because of getting more armor, getting more survivability. The next upgrade would be increased physical damage. That's pretty much it. The tree is nothing special, really. And then it's just basically reduce curse effect. I enjoy having that. So I think I have here reduce curse effect, and this is reduced curse effect. So I have like 75% reduced curse effect. We have Corrupting Blood, not a good duel. The links, I'm using Enlighten free here. Could spend the money to get Enlighten 4, but I don't need it. I have enough mana. But Purity of Elements and Flesh and Stone, Herald of Purity, Pride and Blood and Sand. And then the here is basically increased critical damage support with infused channeling, and then cyclone tumult. That's pretty much it. Super fun build. I've been really happy with how this turned out. This is actually well, not the first time, but it's in a long time that I played to level 100 in a league. So that's a testament to this league. It's just been a lot of fun. A lot of chase items too, like and Headhunter being really cheap. It's just been a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of fun simple league. I hope they continue on this path. Take care, boys.